Later today. But good first day. Good to be back out on the field. I can tell you that. A lot going on, and to be able to be back with the guys and with the be able to move practice and be with the kids today was fun. And it was fun to see everybody compete and run around and get after it a little bit. And no pads, so really it's just a lot of teaching. It's a lot of fundamentals. But Saturday we'll be in pads. Tomorrow will be just like this. So hopefully we can get some good work done tomorrow again. It was fun seeing the scheme going in. It was great to see how much these guys were able to handle in terms of some of the walkthroughs we were doing the last month, and now be able to put it into full speed reps.
What is your philosophy for spring in terms of what you want to accomplish over these 15 practices?
Well, I want to build up a callus of hard work. So we're going to start really figuring out how to grind and really work hard these next 14 practices. I think today was a good start, a good kickoff to what we want practices to be like. We want to make sure that we can become extremely competitive. We tell our guys practice is everything. So our goal would be to have let's call it 85% of the offense in by the end of spring. Let's call it 80% of the defense, 85% of the defense in by the end of spring. But each day, focus on fundamentals, focus on technique, evaluate the players that we have, see who can help us win a championship, and not really worry about the depth chart right now. Give guys as many reps as we can give them to see who's going to help us the most in the fall.
How were you able to start with guys? You only have 2 starters back. How did you pick guys to send them out for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, you had guys that have a lot of tape. There are some guys that have a lot of tape that have, whether they played somewhere else or not, so you kind of have an idea of where they were. You have guys that did, play reps, or, it's tough, like Denzel and Giles. Clearly, those are very, very talented wide receivers. They happen to be behind 3 elite receivers that are all NFL players that are all going to be drafted probably in the first 90 picks, I hope. So you look at that, you know that they're good. We know that they're good. And we're going to watch them play defensively. There were some really good players out there that we've been able to evaluate. There's some guys that we brought in the transfer portal that we know are good. And there's some really talented guys that were on this football team that we're ready to see take that lead role in today's practice.
Jonah Coleman, was he that big last year?
Yeah, that's about it right there. You mean that tall, right? That's what you're referring to? Yeah, that's his height right there. But Jonah's probably about that's about right. Maybe plus or minus. We might get on him a little bit. We'll see. But he's hard to tackle. I don't know if you've seen that, but he's hard to tackle, and we'll get his weight where we want it to be here in the next couple of weeks.
How do you manage the expectations with the 2 freshman quarterbacks, pushing them and also knowing that they're still true freshmen?
Yeah. Well, I think Damon came out today and had a good day, really good day. I think Barmar did some good things. I think he was kind of sometimes a little bit, in the anxiety phase of some reps. But these guys, I don't really care if they're freshmen or not. They got to go out there and compete now. Now they're on the field with whomever. They don't wear a jersey that says how old they are, and they're going to have to go out there and see how good they can be.
Sometimes a guy just catches your eyes up in the stands. Devon Williams, the way he throws the ball. Tell us a little bit about how you found that guy.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really hard to find. He was the number 1 player in the state when we were there. So we were able to watch him a lot, from all the 7-on-7s, from he came out to our camps, and he was, I've seen him play in the state championship games, and he's just done a really, really, really good job of, showing up in high school. And Basha never won a state championship until he was the quarterback. His statistics were unreal. I think 33 touchdowns and 1 interception. And then he's a very talented passer, very talented runner, very smart kid, and glad that he decided to join us up here.
What have you learned about Will Rogers
Incredibly hard worker, loves football, extremely smart, very outstanding command of the offense. You listen to him talk to the players, you listen to him talk to his teammates, and also like a great fan of his teammates. Great with Damon, great as a mentor. Damon made that one throw on the sideline, and Will was the first guy that said, attaboy. and that's cool. You know, that's what you're looking for. But Will has a ton of experience and really a great mentality on how to prepare every day.
You
Will
see
Devin
it.
and Brian have a chance to play this spring?
Yeah, I mean, I would say I think everybody's going to have a chance to play unless their health prevents it from happening. So we're going to see how far people can go. We can see where it's going to look, where we can do, and then we'll look where everybody's at.
Your level of concern on both sides of the line right now.
Well, I'd be more concerned if there wasn't an opportunity to bring in more players, but there is that opportunity. We've got guys coming in that are freshmen that signed with us, and we're going to have guys coming in here through the transfer portal, and we're going to bring in some big guys on both sides of the ball. We're going to develop the guys we have on both sides of the ball. We're going to continue to make them bigger and stronger, and I think we're going to have, or I hope we're going to have some big offensive linemen and some big defensive linemen, and we're going to see how good these guys are that we can coach here for the next 14 practices.
You'd mentioned talking with Will and his family when he was in the portal and deciding to come back. How much of that conversation was, I mean, were you talking to him as if, hey, he's coming here to be the starter, or how do you sort of approach that?
Well, I approach everything in practice that competition is everything, and that's the central theme of our program. We tell them that. We tell them that there's, we're going to compete every day in everything we do, and there was no guarantees on anything. What I told Will is that if you look at our track record of quarterbacks in this offense, they've had a lot of success, and if you're the best one, then you're going to have a lot of success. Everything from Jake Rudock and Wilton Spade to Josh Rosen in the NFL to what Jared Goff did at LA when we were there, and being able to run this system, and then of course the success Jaden Delora had, and then Noah Fafita. So I think that he saw that and felt like this is a place where he wanted to play.
Can the newness of this